This is hello. Thank you for visiting my channel tonight. I'm Rachel Hogan with Rachel Hogan's Art. I'm Rachel Hogan, and this is going to be some art. It's going to be awesome. And tonight we're painting flowers. I'm not sure what kind of flowers. Probably like daffodils or something like that. So let's see. Everything's either way over there or way over here. Either way, I'm right here. So let's do this. I put on a little bit of music. If you hear weird sounds, it's because yeah, I was getting a phone call and it was really loud. Anyway, we're gonna paint some daffodils tonight. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying because when I get a phone call, like everything went out of my head. Okay, so one fun thing I found is that, ooh, I have got brown on everything. Um, is this crate container for eggs? Makes an excellent acrylic paint holder. Look at that mess. That's awesome. Anyway, yeah, you put your paint in there and then you close it like 3 times and you've got a great egg crate paint acrylic paint holder. It keeps your paints wet for like a week, um, pretty much. It's really awesome, um, easy, cheap way to hold your paints. So we're gonna do that. And I think this is a little high. I'll bring it down a little bit. There we go. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. Let's get right to it. I have got, oh, I moved it, didn't I? I thought I wasn't going to move my camera, but I'm always moving my camera, which is fine. All right. So I have previously put a little bit of color onto this canvas. And I'm looking at myself saying, you can see more of my shoulder than you can of my painting here. So let's turn that just a teeny bit. Okay. Um, And I'm just going to use this big old brush right here. This is a round number 8. Ooh, Moon Aura. Hi, Moon Aura. And Travelier. Hello. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining. Just getting ready to start. I've got my egg crate paint carton here. Best thing ever for keeping your acrylic paints wet for a long period of time. And I have been painting, I went to, um, yeah, so pretty, Moon. Oh, thank you. I like that name, Moon. So I'm going to start with some green here. Um, I've got this is my crate of paints. And I'd had all these other colors I was using out today, but did not have out my greens because I didn't use green today. But I will be using green now. So we're going to use like an emerald green color. And oh my goodness, I'm going to drop that right in my egg crate. And I'm going to hold this, which is going to be weird because it's going to take some talent to hold this at the same time I'm painting. It's kind of like holding a flat palette, but it's an egg crate. It works. All right, so now we've got our green in here. And I put all my paper towels over here. Ah, here we go. I say that a lot, I noticed. I always say, here we go. Like, oh, we're having fun now. But yeah, let's put on some flowers. I've been painting daffodils on a fence for a mural on a fence for like the last week. And so I've got all these colors left over for daffodils. So I think what we'll do is we're going to paint daffodils tonight. But that's always a fun thing. So you can paint whatever you like. And we're going to start here with just some, let's see. I usually like to start with the greens and I do the stems and the leaves and then I put in the flowers. But tonight I feel like just doing flowers, just a few flowers. So, and you can't really see this yellow too much, can you? Let me throw in another color here. And brighten that up a little bit with some white. I'm just mixing in my Mosh Posh egg carton some pretty paint colors. There we go. So we're just going to do some pretty little daffodils. And I'm just going to put in a couple lines of where I want some daffodils to be and get that ready. You don't want to do the bottom one. I'm leaving the bottom open so I can put the green stems in there. And Travelier says hi. Moon, can you make me something for my birthday? Well, happy birthday. It's a lot of people's birthdays today, actually. I have two sisters whose birthdays are today, and I'm assuming your birthday's today. And one guy that I know of, one super good friend of mine that does his birthday's today. So happy birthday to all my April 23rds. And oh, especially to Steve. Mwah, happy birthday. And yeah. So this, I guess I'll be painting this for your birthday because this is what I'm painting and it happens to be your birthday. So hello. And I had music playing and it just stopped randomly. So this is my little egg carton. How creative is that? You can just keep your paints in there for days. Keeps them nice and wet. Okay. So now we want to do some green stems and leaves. So I'm going to grab some of my green paint here. And I'm going to throw in some white because I don't want it too green. And this makes a great tray for your brushes as well. I just pop my brush right in there and it holds it, and it doesn't matter if it gets dirty because it's just a paint holder. So I just love this idea. Here, and squished in some white. I couldn't find my white last time I was streaming. It was right in front of me on the table. But sometimes, when you look too hard for something, it just kind of, you just don't see it. So here we go. We're mixing up some greens. And I'm just going to pull down a few stems. Ooh, that's a really thick one. This brush is a little thicker than I thought it would be. I'm going to need a thinner brush for these stems. Um, let's see here. This one's way thinner. This is a number 1. And I was using a 6. So a 6 is too big. So we're going to use a number 1 liner brush, plenty of water. And I'm going to pull the stem down, straight down, straight down. And these are our little flowers. This is the beginning of our flowers. So we picked yellow for our flowers. Oh, I thought there was no commercials in this. And there is commercials, so that's not very cool. We find one with no, here we go. This one doesn't have commercials in it. Can't really hear it anyway, but I can hear it. Makes me happy because I like to hear some music. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm talking to myself. Pretty much. And I'm going to hold this really close so you can see that. This is what we've got so far. Just real simple couple of petals and some stems. And we're going to continue with our leaves here. But yeah, I've been painting these awesome daffodils on this fence for like a week, and it looks so pretty and cheerful. I just love it. And I don't think I've ever painted daffodils until recently. There's so many varieties of flowers that I don't know, you could paint flowers every day, 365 days a year, and have a different flower every single day. Anybody have a favorite flower? I have one. I want to see if you can guess what my favorite flower is. It's a plant. It grows. It's alive. Well, they're all live, but I keep them in my house. So it's an indoor plant. I'll give you a clue on that one. Well, they naturally grow outside, of course, but most people keep them inside. All right, so we're just going to keep on putting in some leaves here. Just simple one stroke for the leaves, just down. And this is my #1 round brush. We'll set that down for just a second. And I'm going to hold this real close and so you can see it. And I'm trying not to move the camera too much. And I'm just going to pull it up for grass like that. This is going to get some of the paint off my brush as well. So we've got grass here. Who doesn't like grass? And we're just going to keep it a nice, simple. I just want to get all the paint off my brush. So there we go. And I stood, there we go again. Okay, then we'll add our some darker green to that. No, I just dropped a lid on the floor. Whoopsie. We'll get that. Oh, it rolled way under the table. It's one of my favorite things to do is crawl around on the floor and find my stuff. That's an emerald green. That's pretty too. I'm using a deep green. So the deep green is really fun. And I have been using this egg carton, but now I'm going to use my palette paper. Vicky, hi. You love tulips. Oh, that's cool. So our tulips, well, obviously that must be your favorite because you said you love them. Guess what my favorite flower is? I bet you can. Vicky, if anybody can guess my favorite flower, I think you can. So yeah, it's not. Why am I so sweaty all the time? It's not tulips, although I love tulips. It is something else. All right. And it's a flower I never knew I would like, but it turns out that I really do like these flowers tremendously. So I'm just kind of mismatching because I'm painting indoors now. I was painting the fence and I was using the egg crate carton for my paints. But now because I'm home, I'm switching over to my palette paper for a minute. I have to remember, oh, that's my yellow brush and that's my green brush. And we're going to put some darker green in on the leaves because we're building it up from the bottom to the top. And I want to change the shape of this leaf here. There we go. Mush it and then thin it out with lots and lots of water. Candy Haggard. Hi. Cute. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the stream tonight. Thank you for joining and for your comment. Pretty cool. All right. So I have some light, some dark. I think you can see that. If you can't, you will see it soon. We're having a quickie stream tonight. And I love using like different colors of greens and yellows and things like that because it adds so much variety. And I'm adding a little bit of white to my brush right now, if you can see that, because I want to have a different look. I don't want every leaf to be the same. I like things to have variations and differences. So that's important too. Now, one thing I'm doing, which I shouldn't be doing, is painting where I'm going to put a yellow petal, which is right down here. I'm going to have yellow petals right down here. So keeping that in mind, pre-planning, and bringing up the green because I want to get that grass in there. Like when I was holding it close to the camera for you. And we can also make some of these into other flowers if we want to. Oh, Vicki, I'm so excited that you joined me tonight. Gaming Boy YT. What? How did you do that? How did I do what? And welcome, Gaming Boy. Oh, what do you game? Do you have a favorite game? There we go. Bring that up. This is our grass. And sometimes I'll use acrylics almost just like watercolors and really thin them out with some water to get that look that I want. You do one layer at a time when it comes to acrylics. And my favorite is oil paints. I love oil paints. So I like how they stay wet forever and you can blend them and work with them like for a long time and they don't dry out on you. And then there's people who just love, love, love acrylic and they hate oils. And does anyone here have a favorite medium? All right, now I'm going to do a little bit of light color. Okay, so we're going to use our yellow now. And my yellow is in my egg crate carton still, so I'm just going to use that with my yellow brush. And we're going to use, this is all my leftover colors from painting my mural on a fence today, which is why we're painting daffodils tonight. So we got 3 little leaves. Let me pull this closer so you can see that better. And I'm adding a leaf right here at the bottom. So I used, what do you call it? The green down here. So I'm going to use a different yellow to make a petal. And that isn't quite dry yet. That's nice. It's almost dry. We'll go over that later. So it's important to mix your yellows. So no one's guessed what kind of flower is my favorite yet. And that's okay because you may never know. Then again, you might. All right. Now we're going to use our darker yellow for our daffodils pop-ups. I'm going to call them pop-ups because I can't think of what you're supposed to call them right now. And you're just going to pop right up like that. Easy peasy pops. And normally you can use a blow dryer to get that, dry it faster. When you're doing acrylics, you want it to dry faster. So it's helpful to have a blow dryer around for that purpose. I am just going to place paint on here. I'll pull my water jug a little closer. So these are easy peasy daffodils. Now I had purple I was using earlier and I don't have my brown out, so I'm gonna use a little bit of purple to darken the yellow a little bit. You want a few darker spots on here. Not too many. Just maybe a couple here and there. And a little bit darker right in this area where our tulip pop-up is. Or not tulip. Ah, I said the wrong flower. Daffodils. Cool. All right, so you can probably really, really hear me cleaning my brushes. I have this awesome brush holder. You clean your brushes in it, and then you can hold your brushes in the little holders on the sides as well. So it helps you keep track of your brushes that you're using, gives you somewhere to put them. Very handy dandy. Whoops. Let's try a smaller hole for that one. Whoa! That hole definitely wasn't small enough. Okay, that works. That went all the way down to the floor. Finding the right, that was too big. One's too big, one's too small. I am so easily entertained, it's ridiculous. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna put this on the table and let the table hold that up. All right. Well, I think we can do a little green in the background. We can put in a tree or something. Let's do that. Let's put in a tree. I'm going to throw some yellow in with our green. We get a totally different color green here. So I don't want the same color green in our tree that we have in our grass. So we're just going to put some leaves on here. And this tree is going to kind of be like over to the side a little bit. I don't want it like too much. And I just feel like kind of Matisse today. Anyone know who Matisse is? This is going to be kind of a Matisse type of painting with some darks and a lot of little tiny strokes for this because I really want to have it look like little leaves. And our tree is coming out, so part of it's in and part of it's out. So not the whole tree is not going to be here. And in one round circle, it's just going to be how it's going to be. And darker colors in the middle, darker greens in the middle, and then lighter ones on the outside. We'll get some more yellow for that. And I'm putting some of the yellow I used from my egg carton onto my palette here because I want to have that right where I can see it real close. And I'm going to put in some light green little dollops. Can you see that okay? There's plenty of light, so I'm hoping you can see that just fine. And we're going to put in our lighter leaves up here toward the top and smush them right on in. We're going to smush those right on in. So we'll have some gaps but that's where you can see the sun coming through or the sky, depending on what you're looking at. And a few more greens over here. And then right here toward the center, we want it fairly thick because this is where our tree trunk is going to be. Now, if you mix enough colors together, you're going to wind up with a muddy brown color, which, if you want that color, works very well to do that. So you can mix your blue and your green and wind up with this mucky mud color and use that for your tree trunk. If it happens, you got to be creative. So I'm taking a little bit of purple again. I'm going to mix it with some green, a little bit more purple. And this is a dark purple. I don't even know what color it is. It's fence purple, fence post purple, or green and yeah, purple. And then you add some yellow to that. So I am making a very custom brown color. And a little bit of white for fun. And normally you'd use blue for that brown color, but I have purple out, so I'm using purple instead. And that's going to give me my darker color. Right now it's gray because it's not dark enough. So you can watch that color change right now. You can watch that like go from purple and add some more yellow to it. Yellow is a very important color when it comes to mixing. Check that out. Mucky, mucky, mucky. This is going to be great tree trunk color. And then we can put an actual lighter brown on it if we want to. Check that out. Woo! Our tree trunk is amazing. And we'll give it some more grass in a minute. And look at that. That turned out really nice, didn't it? Rich! Hi, Rich! Hey, Mustakim. Hi, Mustakim. Welcome to the stream. Now, where are you from? And Rich, so I bought a new coffee mug. Can you guess what's on it? Oh, did you check out my store? Did you check out my store? Oh my God. I put that in the description too of my stream. I'm putting it in now because I had a good friend come and help me make a store for my art. And so I have t-shirts, which I'll be wearing soon. I have t-shirts with my art on them. I've got shoes, towels, shower curtains, I've got beach bags, guy stuff, girl stuff, swimwear. It's amazing. And candles and mugs. And Rich, I'm guessing it's the sailboat mug. Am I right? You did. You checked it out. Bayo, I ever put this down, I'm going to get paint all over me. Hi, Bayo. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you back again. Bayo, a mermaid. He's guessing a mermaid. I'm guessing it's the sailboat. I don't know. It'd be weird if Rich bought a mug with a mermaid on it because, I'm so hot. This feels so good. I put my hair up. I'm always so warm. Anyway. Okay. Bayo, hello. Rich, you are right. Oh, that's so exciting. Yay. You know, I had you in mind when I made that coffee mug. I took that sailboat picture. I still had it. And I'm like, it's one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. And so I was really happy to use that for the coffee mugs and a lot of nautical type stuff. All right. So let's paint some flowers. Rich. Now I will have a mug to match the painting. That is really awesome. Thank you for doing that. That is so cool of you. Woo. Oh, where's my hearts? I have hearts in my drawer. Rich, you are number one. Oh, I forgot what I was doing now. Oh, I'm using white. I'm gonna highlight my flower petals. Some white and definitely need some water in there and a little bit more yellow. You can't have just plain white for highlights. You can in the very end, but before that, you need a medium color. Um, oh, I can't wait. You got to let me know how the mug looks. I haven't seen any of these things yet, so I'm excited that you did that. Yay! And we're just adding some highlights to this little flower here. All these little flowers. Let me get closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm just painting with my back to you and too far away for you to see. So I have a really light yellow color I'm using for petals. And a bright yellow color to make sure that they're nice and bright. Well, that's exciting, Rich. I'm so excited. Everyone needs to get a mug from my store. I even have stuff for dogs on there, like um, little things, like oh, what do you call it? Like a bandana. Okay. Now we're going to throw some more white in for highlights. It's funny with oils, you can paint and blend with the oils. Um, but when it comes to, here, I'm going to add some lines on this tree. I'm going to add a lot of water to this palette right now. I always have this little spray bottle. It's so handy. And then I dip my brush in there. Oh, Rich, I also have like wine um, travel mugs for your special girl for Mother's Day on there as well too. I have some Mother's Day. I've got some jewelry on there that you can customize and put "I love you" or "You're a great mom" or whatever it is you want to put on there. All right, I forgot what I was doing. Because I saw some green that needs to be greener. We have a lone leaf kind of right up here, just kind of doing its own thing. And it needs a home. I'm bringing that in a blade of grass. And next we'll put a little bit of blue around. Oh, I was gonna put what? Lines. I forgot I was gonna put lines in my tree trunk. Totally forgot. Okay, so bring that nice and close there. I think you can see that okay, right? Fairly good. Put the camera just a little bit. See if you can see that that tree trunk there. I've gone off my floor, but I want you to be able to see that. I'm putting lines in this tree. Just a few little ones. And I'm using my white with a little dab of yellow. That's pretty cool. I think you can see those lines. And the flowers. This is a very nice painting. I really like it. Oh, I think I recognize this. X XL Reese cup. Hi, you're back. Welcome back. Hi, I've done my great. What have you done? And I really need to get this hair off my neck. I'm gonna do that. I've got all this chat here and now, yeah, I am way too hot for Florida. I'm telling you what. And I'm off screen as well. Okay. So just for the heck of it, let's do some blue around. And that's going to finish our painting off tonight. And I'm going to use a light blue from Artist Loft. It's actually called light blue. And white. And a big fat brush. Where we can blend this white in with that blue. And we're going to need a little more white, which as you know, I do paint on my canvas sometimes. I want a lot of white. So I'm just putting it right on my canvas. Then I can smush it around on that blue that's already on there and get a nice light blue. See how light that is? Nice and light. And we'll blend that in with the purple that's on there. So you can totally see that blue. And it makes a lot of difference too. Oh, and I want a lot more water. I'm almost out of water here. So lots of water to get this blue to spread around. There's something on my canvas here. So this is really nice. We're getting all this blue here. And we're going to bring it down behind our flowers a little bit. Ooh, loving it. This just makes the whole thing, and I'm just going to use my hands. I don't really want it to be totally covering anything like the purples. I'm just going to tap the paint with my fingers like that to get some texture. There we go, just like that. And then use a smaller brush for details. Get that blue down here. And I like to turn my paintings upside down. That way, I have better access to the pulling effect. You naturally pull things. It's harder to go up than it is to pull down. So we're going to just pull down from the bottom to our flowers, just like that. Look at that, I'm getting right in there. This is so exciting. I just realized I've been putting a lot of pressure on my left leg. Ow. I need to relax that leg a little bit. I have like a leg I favor. It's kind of funny. Remember when I was in school, like, I don't know, middle school or maybe early high school, I was in an a cappella group and they put me right in the front row. And the whole time I was like wiggling my left leg. I was wearing heels and whatever outfit we were wearing. And I was like moving my left foot the whole entire time. And my poor music uh, teacher was trying to tell me it, but I thought she was telling me I was doing a good job, and I just kept going. I'm like, great, I must sound really good tonight. And then afterwards, she's like, oh, you were moving your foot the whole time. I think my legs have a mind of their own sometimes. So it's better to do your background color first. And I was just going to leave it white, but I changed my mind and decided to do it now instead. Because I decided I did not want to have a white background and that the yellow would pop a lot better, the yellow flowers with a blue background than a white one. And I want our flowers to pop. P-O-P. I don't know. Can you even see that? There you go. I'll be bring that down here. This over there, and this there, and this there, and put this color here, and put this color over there, and then put this color here. And that way we'll have all these colors right where we want them. And now we're pulling it the other direction because we can. Just like that. So wonderful. Painting is such great therapy, and you always get some kind of result from it, you know? So we've got our upside down daffodils. It's like something Johnny Depp would paint, something upside down, except he'd leave it upside down. I don't even know if he paints. There's this ad going around that's saying he's got this art thing going, but I don't think it's really him. It looks like it's AI to me. So I haven't entered it, but supposedly, like, I think it's on like Facebook or something like that. It's all over the place, like Johnny Depp this, it's probably YouTube. Johnny Depp that. Here we go. We're turning this right side up, and look at that. We've got our sky and our flowers. Woohoo! Very Matisse tonight. So let me push this back over here where you can see it. And I'll throw in a bird, I think. A little liner brush out. I'm going to throw in a bird. And then we're going to call it done. It looks like I have, what, 4 people? 5 people watching, yay! And 7 likes, woohoo! Thank you for liking my stream, you guys. Thumbs up. All right, I'm going to take my brown color that I made earlier, and we'll just have some, is this my one brush? Yes, it is. And my one brush might even be too big, so I'm just going to have to hold it real loosely and away, you know, just so the tip touches. We just want a couple little birds in there flying around. Just like that. That's weird. Okay. So there's our birds. Simple little birds. You just do a little liner brush and 2, like a little V, just like that. I'm going to have a lot of birds because they're coming from a long way away. Just like that. Check out all these birds. All right. Bayo, you're still here? Thank you. Rich, I am not hearing anything. Can you hear me now? Bayo, thank you for saying you're still here. I appreciate that. I just feel like I'm just talking to myself. When you live stream on YouTube, you you can't really see anyone or hear anybody. You know, you're just like talking to yourself. Unless, of course, you're gaming like with Mr. Jang, with the Jang gang, or your gang, whoever. And when you have the headset on with your, you know, although I did see like some people live stream on YouTube and they connected like all of their cameras together and we did some diamond painting. And so you could see like, you know, up to 4 or 5 people and they were all doing, you could see like everything they were doing. Not necessarily their faces, but you could see like all the artwork at the same time that each different person was doing. So that was really cool. I'd love to do that. Like if someone wanted to paint with me, we could do like, you know, everybody could join in and we could paint together. And if you were brave enough, you could show it on YouTube. That'd be fun to have a class, right? Albert the Red Bearded Gnome. Hola. That's a cool name. Hey, Chevy 5 Speed. It's been a while. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm making a big mess over here. That's my specialty is making messes, I think. And I am doing well, thank you, Bayo. I enjoy the calm of your artwork. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I'm gonna actually pull my chair over and sit here with my art. Now I could take like a black marker, not a marker, but like black paint, and I could like outline all of the flowers or darken it or something. But I'm just going to do something simple and just leave it the way it is because that's how I am. I don't want to do too much. So I'm just reading some stuff. Bayo, you talk to yourself all the time. I do too, but it's nice sometimes if people are supposed to be there, if you could hear them. And I have paint all over me. And Albert, I am doing very well. How are you doing tonight? Bayo. That sounds like fun. Oh yeah. Doing a class painting would be super fun. Bayo, you're like a female Bob Ross. That's kind of like what I'm going for. I mean, like he does like these awesome big old paintings in like an hour, and I can do that. I have like some really great, actually, what did I do? Grab this here. My Sasquatch painting I did. We did that one in an hour with some mountains and stuff. So that was pretty fun. So we've got our Sasquatch, and then we've got our daffodils. So yeah, we got all kinds of fun things going on. But I mean, I've done like a lot of Bob Ross artwork when I lived in Seattle. We had all these mountains and rivers and waterfalls and things like that. And so that's basically what I learned to paint first. I always painted stuff, um, but yeah, I did that a lot. So anyway, yeah. So I'm pretty much done for the night. Thank you for joining me, you guys. Thanks for popping in, Bale. Thanks for letting me know you're still here. Albert, thank you so much for joining. Um, that's so sweet. I'm so glad that you said hello. And I hope you liked the stream. And also, Chevy, it's so good that you're so great that you're back. Wait, I lost my feed. Ah, here it is. Rich, you had to refresh to get your sound back. Oh, okay. It was on your end. I'm glad you refreshed it. That's good. And Chevy, how have you been anyway? Um, it's been like forever since you've been on the stream. I'm just excited you're back. Let's see. Who is it? Reese's cup. Ex extra large Reese's cup? Maybe that's what that means. But anyway, I'm glad you can hear me, Rich. You can see me. I'm gonna call it a night. This is the simplest like kindergarten painting ever. Um, I'll show you. I'm gonna turn my camera around. You can see like some couple paintings I've done like over here. I just have it like mishmashed around. That's my um, acrylic lion or tiger and elephant that I did. I had so much fun painting that. I was inspired by the Indian elephants every year in India. I think it is they paint their elephants and they have like this big party. Um, and ride painted elephants. So that was pretty fun. I still thank you for sharing. Thanks, Bale. All right, and I will have a good night. You too, guys. I can't wait to stream again on Tuesdays. I'll see you then. And I hope you have a great week and be your creative self. Have a great night. And thanks for joining me on Rachel Hogan's Art.